My friends, my family, greetings and God bless you. Hope that you are well when you encounter this video. I want to talk about briefly this election cycle, and the the amount of hate that Kamala Harris is receiving from the people that I think she's done the most for and will continue to fight for in November, January, and beyond, whatever her title is at that time. If it's former Vice President of the United States, if it's President of the United States, if it's newly unemployed in February, right? So I'm not going to go down the list of things that she's done. I'm going to go down the list of things. I will go down a short list of things that have been accomplished. I can't go down the exhaustive list of every bill that she proposed while working as a senator, an elected senator in the largest state in the country, which is California, where most of you know that I reside. Before she was a United States Senator, she was Attorney General, again, of the largest state in the nation. And it's not the top cop, it's the top prosecutor, right? Police have one job, attorneys have another. They're part of the criminal justice system. One is there to make sure that the other doesn't get out of bounds. And before that, she was elected district attorney in San Francisco. Very progressive, a lot of money city, a lot of ethnicities represented, 175 plus years Asian American population. African Americans helped found that city, right? And ground, we've been there ever since. Of course, European Americans flocked to California during the gold rush in 1840s and such in Northern California. Kamala Harris has lived her life as a black woman, as a biracial woman, as a mixed-race woman. She has never fronted on the fact that her mother is of Indian descent. And I mean the country of India. And that her father is Jamaican by way of Africa. She attended a historically black college and university. She pledged one of the largest sororities in the country, Alpha Kappa Alpha. She's been a black woman a long time. Hell, she dated Montel Jordan. I mean, not Montel Jordan, sweet Jesus. Montel Williams, the television host, former naval officer, and all those kind of things. So it's not like Kamala Harris just came on the scene, like we've never seen Kamala. She's never been in these streets, that she's never been at a party or parade or anything like that. Come on, man. Come on now. And some of y'all acting real brand new as it relates to, the I'm not with her situation. Okay. I'm not here to tell you what to think. Some of you were in my class. A lot of people on my Facebook, former students of mine or athletes of mine or both. And you guys remember me saying this in class, in room 121 at Eastside and other places. I'm not here to teach you what to think, but help frame how you think about issues. When I taught you about meat in class, when I talked to you about sugar in class, I didn't tell you this is what Wellington thinks and therefore it's gospel, and if you don't do it, you're getting a D or an F or whatever. Never once. Never once. what I like to do is propose questions to people and make sure that their metacognition, that how they think about what they're thinking about, is being evaluated by them. I'm not your judge. I wear a lot of black. I'm nobody's judge. So here, I'll just propose in a very binary fashion, because this is the system that we have, right? We have a us versus them, neighbor versus neighbor, my hand on your throat, your hand on my throat, each of us cutting each other's oxygen off. Come on. So let's bring it. Let's bring the volume down a wee bit, and let's talk one at a time to each other and ask serious questions, right? I'm not asking about her running mate. Who she picks is who she picks. There are swing states and this and that and the other and blah, blah, blah. And there are opportunities for military veterans and Jewish Americans and different people, right? There's different opportunities for different people. And there are positions that have to be considered before that decision is made in the next several days. It's going to happen this week, as you all know. But as the primary candidate, as the candidate for president, we got to look at somebody's record. Not what we heard, dude. Not what we heard. She was blocking black people up. She's the attorney general. A lot of people got locked up. And hopefully the right people. Some of you guys know, some of y'all just got out. And you earned being in. Amen, somebody. Amen, lights and walls. Your recent past or distant past, I am not here to judge. Politicians have to be used by the people for the people's benefit. So my first question is, who between the two candidates do you think is going to be more considerate of you? Whoever you may be. If you live, I am currently in small town USA. I am in the city, I'm in a city known as Hill City. Why is it called that? Because it's on a hill. I am in Hill City, Kansas right now, okay? When I leave here, I'm going to Bogue, B-O-G-U-E, and if you watch the Denzel Washington Magnificent Seven version, not Bartholomew Bogue, another Bogue, who was an engineer with the railroads, founded the town. They ran the railroad through Bogue, thus the name. I am here visiting Nicodemus, Kansas, an all-black township founded in 1877. Okay? So we established where I'm physically located and where I hail from. These people here, I have met 3 young ladies, all far from melanated, lovely personalities, but their teeth, highly questionable. They will not be used for a Smile Bright commercial anytime soon. Okay? I'll let your imagination wander, and roam, but suffice it to say, these folks, those 3 ladies and their families, they don't make a lot of money. If you are not a foundational family, if you don't have one of the couple 2, 3, 4 restaurants here, if you don't supply the farmers with their tools and their machinery, and you don't sell trucks and cars and stuff like I do with my family, with my dad getting me in that business, you ain't making no whole lot of money, homeboy. You probably don't have health insurance, homeboy. In some of these states, I'm not sure about Kansas, I don't know if Kansas, I don't know if you're allowed to get an abortion here. I don't know if OBGYNs can perform the procedure even to save the adult living outside the womb patient's life. I don't know. But my question is, between the two candidates, to whom do you think you're going to have a better appeal? The person who's a triple minority, father's lineage, mother's lineage, and a woman. I've heard that. I'll let that question rattle around your brain, right? Okay. Next question. Between the two candidates, which one inherited $400 million and yet filed bankruptcy 6 times? In addition, was sued for not renting to BIPOC candidates in New York in the 70s. In 1989, when I was 14 turning 15, tried to have 5 young men, known as the Central Park 5, now known as the Exonerated 5, executed by purchasing the front page to write a letter that he penned or had penned for the reinstitution of the death penalty in 1989 for these young men that were not even a half mile within range of the crime that was committed. And he has yet to apologize for that. Their lives were destroyed. They did between 7 and 13 years, respectively, in adult prison, and they were all teenagers. No evidence, no circumstantial evidence. Between the two candidates, which one offered a failed fake university? Between the two candidates, which one offered a failed business school? Between the two candidates, which one has been convicted of not 1, not 2, not 10, not 20, not 30, but 34 felonies to date? Between the two candidates, which one called the election leading official in the state of Georgia and asked them to find 11,800 and some odd votes? Between the two candidates. Oh, if you're a conservative, I've got a real question for you. This is a good one. I want you to take note of this one. You're a conservative. You believe in some level of Christian nationalism. Let me ask you this. Between the two candidates, which one has been been married 3 times and has 5 children by 3 different partners? As we're talking about, again, conservative. Depending on the week, they want to wave the law and order flag, but one is a convicted felon and the other is a prosecutor. Which one is an attorney who's earned their degrees to practice law, passed the bar, been elected district attorney, been elected lead district attorney in the state, attorney general, then been elected California state senator, then chosen to be the vice president of the United States, which, if you're confused, makes you the first person in line. Number 2 means you're the first person. You're the most qualified. You're the very next person to take over the presidency if, for whatever reason, the president is unable to fulfill their duties. One ran an election and lost it, and then tried to take the country over by force, threatening to kill his vice president at the time for not doing Not for not doing his job, but for not doing that person's bidding. Between the two, which one was that? I'm telling you right now, you might not like her laugh, her giggle. You might not like that she wears a lot of pantsuits. You might not like that she married a Jewish guy, or that she's light-skinned, or that, her hair is, manageable. I don't know what you choose to not like. Maybe you don't like that she's got a bit of a, turkey neck going on, whatever. Okay. I'll give you all of that. These are, whether you like her neck or not, that's you. Whether you like her choice in a life partner, that's you. Whether you like her style of dress, that's you. But you can't compare records. You can't compare records. You cannot compare qualifications. You can't compare a history of public service. Let's not act as if prosecutors don't play a crucial role. We elect our district attorneys. We elect our judges. And we need to vote for humans in those cases. All right, I'm going to do one more thing because I'm getting long in the tooth here. I'm over 16 minutes, but I'm going to go one more round. If you haven't voted in a local election for your mayor's office, for your dog catcher, for sheriff of your county, if you haven't voted for school board, okay, and you only come out of the closet to vote every 4 years, and if you are on the fence or you're withdrawing yourself from the entire conversation, why don't you just sit and be quiet? You have that right. You have the right to be quiet. You have the right to remain silent. So why don't you choose to do that instead of spewing misinformation about a person who was part of the administration that got my student loans forgiven as a public servant, as a teacher of more than 25 years? One of the two candidates authored and offered for review of the Senate the George Floyd crime bill. One of the two candidates was part of the administration that brought $1 trillion+ infrastructure bill to the people. Now, none of the people on the red side of the aisle, I'm talking about in the electorate, voted in favor of the bill. But our current president and vice president made sure that it happened. So, do you know how many jobs that's going to create? Do you know how many new people to the middle class that's going to create? 1 million is 1,000 thousands, yes? Not 100,000, 1,000 thousands. 1 billion is 1,000 millions. 1 trillion is 1,000 billions. We're talking about roads, bridges, pipes. We're talking about water services, electrical, the way that I'm communicating with you now, the broadband expansion to rural areas like where I am now. We're talking about, one of the two candidates was part of the administration that made sure to put a cap on insulin prices, because 9 out of 10 of us watching this have an immediate, within 5 people in your family, relation to somebody that's a diabetic. There's There's more than 90 million people that live at or below the poverty line in America. One wants to eliminate public school through Project 2025, and the other wants to expand Head Start. One wants to eliminate all just about government subsidies, which would include food stamps and federal free lunch programs. And one wants to make sure that we fully fund all of our public schools. You see how it's not as simple as I don't like her pantsuit, or her laugh is weird to me, or why is her neck older than her face? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than that. And you've got to be bigger than that. I respect you. I will continue to respect you. Don't play in my face. Don't play in my face on this internet, because I can outright you. I can outshout you, but I won't. And as far as that other candidate, as an individual, as a personality, I do not want to see his face. If I never saw his face or heard his name again, it wouldn't hurt my heart one bit. That person is vile. They're disrespectful. They're rude. They're crude. They stole, factually proven, $500 million from the state of New York, which led to the felony convictions. But people want to be rich. They want to be powerful. They want to be able to say crazy things in public and have people chant their name. So I understand to a very limited degree the appeal for some of you to say, oh, I want to be this, and oh, I want to be that, and oh. But don't front like your life was better under Trump. Don't front like it was. Was it better for Atiana Jefferson? Was it better for George Floyd? Was it better for Christian Cooper in New York? Was it better for the sister that was the White House correspondent that he went after and told her she was stupid when she had worked in the White House for 30 plus years? Was it better? Were our lives better when he was standing in front of American flags talking about there are good people on both sides after Heather Heyer was mowed down in Charlottesville? You cannot defend this person. You can front like you really believe it, but come on, man, come on. If you know me, I know you. And you know I don't front. I don't lie about anything that I've done, because it's all of everything that I've done has been in the internet age. I don't have to lie about any of it. I don't have to lie about what I make. I'm a public service employee. My income is public information. I don't have to lie about my address. I'm a homeowner in California. You can look my address up. I don't have to lie about my marital status. I've been married since June 26, 1999, after I met my wife on Thursday, January 11th, 1998 at the Fox Hills Mall, and I gamed her up. And I outkicked my coverage. And I didn't deserve her then, and I don't deserve her now. I've been teaching since 1998, Charles Drew Middle School, followed by Locke High School, followed by Eastside High School, followed by Desert Winds High School, and now Lancaster High School. I've coached at Fairfax High School from 1994 to 1997. I coached at Dorsey High School, 98, 99, 2000. Didn't coach in 01. I coached at Locke High School from 2002 to 2005. I coached at Eastside from 05 to 2012. Took a break. Coached in 2017. Won my first state title. I've also coached at Highland High School, Lancaster High School previously, and Antelope Valley High School for one track season. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. And you know I don't front. And you know you can call me. If you got me on social media, you got me. If you need my cell phone number, I'm not going to put it here, but DM me, I got you. Let's do it. But you damn well know, if you claim to be a Christian, you claim to be a Muslim, you can claim to be a Catholic or anything like that, that Donald Trump is not anything close to a follower of Christ. Ever, never has been. Never. Never. Since the first time we've heard his name, he has never been close. They asked him, what's your favorite Bible verse? He said, the whole Bible. He had the Secret Service shoot rubber bullets into a crowd of protesters during COVID so he could take a picture across the street from the White House. He walked through Lafayette Square. They shot rubber bullets at homeless people and United States citizens and others so that this fool could take a picture with a Bible upside down. This is the person that told these individuals to come from everywhere in their trucks with their weapons, kill 5 police officers during the Capitol riot, insurrection, attempted coup d'etat to take over the government, to kill Mike Pence. And y'all want to ride with this cat because she wears pantsuits? I ain't got no more time, man. I wish you all well. I miss my podcast because this is the kind of stuff I love to get into, and I got to get back to it, but there's only so many hours in the day, and I've got to see my children through this phase, through this period, and I'm turning 50 next month, and that means that my parents are 82 and 77, and everything that's coming my way. I don't have time for a podcast right now. I don't. So anyway, I love you. Let's stay respectful of one another. If you're in Lancaster or the greater Los Angeles area and you want to sit and meet, if you're somewhere else and you want to Zoom, that's cool. But I'm not going to sit with anyone. I'm not going to sit with anyone that does not answer questions, that is disrespectful, that cuts off people when they answer. But I'm not doing yeah buts. If you can't communicate like an adult online, meaning that you can't answer the questions that were asked of you, then why would I assume that when you and I are face to face, that I'm going to ask you a question and that you are going to actually answer it before asking me a rebuttal question? I have no reason to believe that. So, you guys may have seen a couple of weeks ago, former, school classmate of mine asked about a debate, and let's do it live. You come from over there, dog. When I ask you a question in a written format and there's no time limit on it and you don't answer it, I have no reason to believe that that anything's going to be any different. All right, I got to go. I love y'all again. God bless you. Damn, 29 minutes. And check out these videos that I've shot and posted since I've been out here. A lot of history, lot of love, and I'm full and I'm so ready. I've never been more ready to go back to school. Never ever been more ready to go back to school than I will be, in 2 weeks. So very excited about it. Love y'all. God bless you. Take care. Be well. Pray for me as I travel. Thank you.